Hi guys. So a few people have been asking me, how do I do my hair? How do I get my hair curly? What do I do? I like, at the moment, my hair's quite long, so I'm just doing like barrel curls. That's what I like. I just like it to look quite sort of relaxed. I don't want ringlets. So what I use is my Remington, this is called the Remington Pearl curling wand, and it is a 32 millimeters. I've had this for about 3 years, still going strong, fantastic product, really worth the investment in that. It's not hugely expensive. And what I do is, very importantly, is brush your hair. So just brush it out. I washed it fresh this morning and I've just let it dry naturally, which is fine. If I'm in a rush, then I will blow dry it, of course. Give it a good blow dry. And I blow dry my hair over. So put my hair over, bend over and blow dry it so you get maximum volume at the front there. Because nobody wants slick hair, slick back hair. Well, I don't anyway. And then literally I just whiz it around the wand. I don't bother wearing my glove. You do get a glove with this, which is perfect. But I don't bother wearing it because we were just going for a nice loose relax. Probably hold it for about 5 to 6 seconds and just let it go. And at this point I'm not putting any product in my hair. I'm just taking sections. They don't have to be a precise, they can be however you want, an inch, couple of inches, depends really on how thick your hair is. My hair, I have a lot of it, but it's not that thick. Oh, there's a cat by my window. Yeah, so just holding it there. You can take it right the way to the base if you want. I just kind of hold it out because again we're going for quite a relaxed sort of look. This section here is obviously a lot smaller than the other 2 sections that I had. And what I do is I tend to be a little bit more relaxed on the underneath parts of my hair, and then as we get sort of towards the top I sort of put a little bit more, leave it on for a little bit more longer, just to give it, you know, sort of maximum curl there. But with the big barrel, I wouldn't use a smaller one than what I've got. Ignore the roots. I'm still in 2 minds as to what to do with my hair at the moment, whether to get my highlights done again or whether to go au naturel. Thoughts? What does anyone think? Any inspiration would be good. I've gone pretty grey as well, people, so I think we need to do something to cover that up. Again, just letting that drop naturally, and it will come down and it will meet, have I lost a bit there? Yeah. It will meet the other bits of hair that we've done. Quite easy to keep them separate, so don't worry too much. And at this stage I'm not worrying too much about which way I'm going, you know, whether I'm going backwards, forwards, up or down. At this stage I just want to get the curl in the hair, that's all I really want. So really, to do this, it doesn't really take me too long. My battery is going again, it doesn't last very long. Seriously need a new phone. Any tips or hints on a good phone to get, guys, would be helpful. And just bring that down into that section there. Just to mess it up a bit, gone the other way. Try not to overlap the hair, guys, like that. So try and keep it sort of as sort of apart as you possibly can. You're going to get the maximum out of it then, and then you're going to get that more of a, you know, individual curl rather than a bulk like that, like so. And then we're going to get this point. Now, again, for this section here, I'm not overly worried. Oh, didn't wish that long there. I'm not overly worried at the moment in terms of which way I'm going. Now, when we get to the top section, I'll show you. It really depends on how you want your hair to fall. But that's where you're going to start to pay a bit more attention. There's no science to the sections that I do. Just pretty much pulling it down. That's the only thing when it's getting long, it gets a little bit harder to stick up, so we just end up with something like that. And then all I do is section it from the back and bring it forward, and again it should be pretty easy just to be able to pull it away from the hair that you've already done. And then we just get that section using your brush. I use a Tangle Teaser. I absolutely love this brush. It's always in my bag, carry it everywhere I go. And again, just get your sections right at the back there and pull them round, and try again, you know, not to do overlap. You can see some heat coming off there. My hair is still slightly damp. I wouldn't normally do this when it's slightly damp, but I wanted to show you guys how I get the look that I had yesterday. And I had to wash my hair again this morning because it wasn't the best. You know, I don't quite know what had happened. I'd only washed it 2 days before. But, you know, I don't Could be hormones. It could just be the way my hair has been for the last little bit. It doesn't this looks glamorous, doesn't it? Screenshot that and just let that fall. And again, I'm wrapping, wrap. Quite hard to see the dark bit sometimes. And as I'm getting close, as I'm getting to the top of my hair, I tend to go a little bit closer to the scalp with the barrel, and that's that's just my preference because I want the curl to go slightly higher. Then I'm going to take this side, which is looking very delicious. Separate that out from the curls that have already been done. Take that up, brush out with your brush. Bring that down. And then again, section off. And again, at this stage, we're not overly concerned backwards and forwards, ups and downs. If you are somebody that wants your hair to go a particular way, all the way through the hair from bottom to the top, then you will probably need to be a little bit more aware of which way you're putting your barrel. But like I say, at the moment, I'm not overly fussed. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, you'll see in a minute when we get to the top section, because I want my hair to go a particular way. You need to be aware of how you want that hair to go and where you want it to go. So just bear with. Again, sort of like 4 to 5, 6 seconds. However, really, it's kind of down to you. You're going to get a bigger curl with this barrel anyway. So, you don't have to worry too much. If you prefer to, have a more tighter curl, they do smaller barrels. I've got a smaller barrel as well, which I use for tighter curls. Particularly if you're looking for a curl to last, you want it to, you've got particularly bothersome hair, because we do get I get some people like that. My mum's one of them. Her hair is just, it's got a mind of its own, and it really doesn't hold a curl at all. So what I would do is I would use the smaller barrel curl and do some really tight curls and then pull it out. But my hair is fine. My hair's okay. So there you go, you can see curly, curly, curly. And then I'm just literally, this whole section here, I'm going to do as one section. So there's quite a bit of hair there, as you can see, it's gone right way back. But I am going to just take that as a section like that and brush that out. Now this is where it becomes more of a, you want to be aware of which way you're going. Now this is my good side because I'm right-handed. So this is how I want my hair. I want my hair to flick back, okay? So I'm going to wrap it backwards effectively around the barrel. Just mind your fingers if you're not using if you're not going to use the glove. I don't use it all the time, so that's fine. And then just drop, okay, and then take another bit of that section. Now what I do tend to do as well is when I get closer to the top, I do tend to do it in smaller sections just so that I can get a maximum curl on that. But again, you'll find your way. You might already have a barrel that you use and you're quite happy with, and that's great. You can use this technique on any barrel. This isn't anything to do with the barrel. This is just my barrel that I use, that I get on really well with and I really like. Like I said, I've had it for about 3 years now. Never let me down. And yeah, I love it. So this is where, so just separate that bit out. So now what I want is when I've got my hair down and finished, I want my hair to go outwards, okay? So I don't want my hair coming in on my face, I want it to come out. So what I'm going to do, this is where you start to kind of get the sense of the styling. So again, it's push the barrel in, like so, and wrap your hair backwards, yeah? So you're going backwards, but effectively if you was looking at this from any other point of view, you're going forwards, but it's backwards for you. And make sure you're holding the barrel like this, downwards. Okay, and then just hold that for probably again 5 to 7 seconds, however really what intensity you want for your hair, and let that drop. So you see there, I've got that, it's flicked out, that's what I wanted. So then I'm going to get this section that's been left behind here, and this is where it gets a little bit difficult for me because I am right-handed, and this is where you need to swap hands, so it's not a natural position for me. So we're going to take the barrel because we want the hair to effectively do the same on top on both ways, okay? So you kind of go in, you want the barrel to be facing downwards and you're going to wrap backwards, but you need to swap hands for this unless you're really, really clever and you can do it the other way. which I can't. I'm quite, what's that word? I'm not ambidextrous, is that the word? Yeah, I think if you're ambidextrous, then it's probably really easy for you guys. Again, taking another section, holding it in your other hand, pushing the barrel up towards your scalp and wrapping. And don't worry if you get a bit like that, look, a bit that's gone a little bit wayward, it's fine. We can sort that out in a minute. And then just holding it there. Again, I tend to do sort of, you know, 6 to 7 seconds. If you want it to be a bit more of a bigger, you know, curl, then you can kind of just wait. We'll just pull that down. And don't be scared. These ceramic barrels are really, really good. I do this, and this style will probably last me at least, I will get probably at least 3 days out of this. So today it will look as it will look when I'm finished, and then tomorrow it will pretty much look the same. And then what I tend to do is on the 3rd day I might put it up with a bit down, that kind of thing, just so I can get maximum usage really out of doing my hair. And it's, you know, it doesn't take forever. It's not a very long you know, process. It's really not at all. And I'm probably doing, I'll be honest with you, I'm probably doing more sections today than I normally would do, purely because, one, it's still a little bit damp, so I want to make sure that the curls get in, and secondly because I'm just showing you guys. But normally I probably wouldn't take this long. And again, so this is the final section. So because I want my hair to do the same on this side as it did on the other side, I'm holding it downwards, pulling it towards the scalp and wrapping around again. And this section I will probably hold on for slightly longer, just so that I can get a maximum curl out of that. Oh, and probably what I didn't say at the beginning of this, let that drop, is that the heat on these, you can adjust the heat. So I do it at maximum heat, which is, I don't know if you can see that, 210, but you can take it down so it's cooler. And that's that. I'm done with that, so I'm going to pop that down there, out the way. And then literally all I do is push my hands through it like this. Now I haven't got a shape of a head for a bang on middle parting, okay, so I don't have a middle parting. I just have like a off to the side parting, and then that's that. I brush that through, and then I take, not that, sorry, knocked the whole thing over. I take my hairspray, which I'm currently using Show. This is gorgeous. I mean, the bottle itself is amazing, but the smells lovely. My clients are loving it right now. And then I just literally, through the hair, just a bit of a spray up, through the hair, down, done. We're done. Boom, boom. And that's my hair for the day. And like I say, that will last in probably, I'll get some maximum use out of this for about